Hello, my name is Petar Basta, and today I will be talking to you about Ergo and its use cases. I believe a very big problem in the crypto community is that the layperson has no idea what these things can be used for. They think it's some made up construct that has no real world use cases, and I am here to provide some more insight as to exactly the kind of things that are made possible with crypto, especially in this case, Ergo. So the first thing that is provided is the ability to create smart contracts. Ergo has its own scripting language called Ergo Script, which is very well developed, easy to use, and lets you stipulate anything that you want, since it is Turing complete. It means a smart contract can be enforced in written code that regular contracts have difficulty realizing. Next, they used something called oracles to prevent dishonesty. So what an oracle is essentially someone writes a piece of code that will update the blockchain on a regular basis. So, for example, let's say I want to trade gold futures, or actually, no, let's say I want to even trade I want to make a contract that says next month I'm going to buy 5 ounces of gold from you at market price. The issue is party A or party B may disagree on the price of gold at that point. It will be quite easy to be dishonest and say, oh, well, gold is worth 5 times less than it was, and then try to gain something from being dishonest. To prevent this, oracles can gather data from various locations and upload it to the blockchain, let's say every hour for the foreseeable future, and we can ahead of time agree that we will be using that oracle's price point for our future transaction. Next, there's the concept of a local exchange trading system, or LETS, which is essentially just a mutual credit association which lets you take out loans without a bank. The safety of this is provided by insurers on the blockchain and is enforced by smart contracts. Essentially, it lets you take money out of a pool and use it as you want, as long as you return it later. If you default, it will be covered by the insurers. Now, leading up to my favorite use case for Ergo platform and the Ergo currency is I need to describe to you a problem with the current financial system. So the current financial system has very limited tools at its disposal. And I'd like to bring up a quote that I love. When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Since the current financial system has essentially 2 main ways to solve problems, one being printing more money, and 2, changing interest rates, they think that every problem can be solved by these 2 things. And that's just not the case. And as a very contemporary example, we can see that in America, we have a stimulus check system now, where Americans are receiving over $1,000 direct deposit every month, with the intention of getting people to consume to kickstart the economy. But the problem is, since people are scared for troubling times ahead, they'll take that money and they'll start saving it instead of using it. And this becomes counterproductive for what we wanted to do. To prevent that, we can use crypto and smart contracts to do something that I like to call, I've heard it been called hot potato money. So essentially, since you can stipulate anything that you want in an Ergo script in a contract to be enforced, since it's Turing complete, you can make, let's say, a stipulation that the money that I'm sending you has to be spent in the next month, or it will be forfeit. So this can mathematically ensure that people who are receiving these stimulus checks are spending them as they get them. Another system that I think is quite broken is the idea of food stamps. So the government is essentially creating a new money. So instead of giving you a US dollar to buy food with, they give you a food stamp that you can only spend at grocery stores or on diapers or whatever it may be. And now instead of having so we might have one for US dollar, one for food stamps, one for diaper stamps, and you end up having all these different things under one umbrella, which can be easily just done through smart contracts, creating perhaps a grocery token that major retailers will take, and the government can give out grocery tokens instead of giving out just money. So there's limitless possibilities that we can do here, and I really believe this is the future of the financial industry, brought to you in large part by the Ergo platform. So take a look. I'll put a link to their website below, and let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for listening, guys.